I wanted to share a few tips and tricks that were helpful for me in beating Die in the Dungeon. Okay, so this game is pretty simple. You defeat enemies and now you can choose to add a new dice to your deck. I've learned that it's having too many dice that's the problem. No, we don't have enough shield. You could end up in a situation where you don't get the dice you need. For example, all attack dice and not enough shield to stay alive for the next round. Now, I'm not saying having lots of dice is a bad thing. I've had a few runs where I've had lots of dice.
I've never seen this many dice on a board. These last two dice don't even fit on the shelf.
But I also had the right relics and dice properties to help out, and that's just based off of RNG. Now, this might just be me, but I like to have more block than I do attack dice. If I have enough block dice, I don't take damage, which means I don't need to fill up my deck with a heal dice. Now, although this takes a few more rounds, eventually we take out the enemies and we just keep going. Now, it might sound tempting to take the more energy expensive dice. They do more damage, they heal more, they protect more, but you need to try to find a good balance between 0 energy dice and the dice that cost 1 to 2 energy.
Let's just put all the dice on our board just for fun.
Alright, quick timeout. Maybe leave a like on the channel, sub to the channel, be greatly appreciated. But here I want to call out just how many 0 energy dice we have on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, costing us absolutely 0 energy.
Look at this. So not only do we have 161 attack, we also have 489 shield.
Now, if you've played this game before, you know that this board gives a boost if you connect the plus and minus tiles together. But I mean, still, all that attack and shield for free is just incredible. Dice are pretty cool on their own, but upgraded dice are way better. Upgrades can either increase the face value, add additional properties, or even rearrange the face value of a selected dice. And every time you go to a shop, don't forget the free sample item. There are 9 different tiles on a map. I've come to find that my favorite are the battle and elite battle tiles. Preferably the elite battle tile because I get more money and I get to choose between 2 relics. So whenever I play, I avoid the event tiles and unknown tiles. Also, if you're at full HP when you go to a rest tile, you can increase your max HP by 3. At this point in the video, I've mentioned relics and dice properties, but let's talk more about those in detail. Dice can have different properties attached to them, but no more than 2. I try to pick out the double dip, pack, and hollow property whenever possible. Double dip draws another dice when a dice with the dip property is drawn. Great way to get more dice on the shelf.
These last 2 dice don't even fit on the shelf.
The pack property increases the power of that dice anytime another dice of that same type is on the board. And the hollow property reduces the energy cost that dice needs to be played on the board. These are the properties I would focus on when I was trying to beat the game for the first time. Now, let's talk about relics. You want as many of these as you can get. They will make your runs a lot easier. For example, they can give you shield when you don't have any shield dice on the board, 3 random slots on the board will have a +1 bonus, or heal for +2 at the end of every battle. A few of my personal favorite include the Toxic Cloud. If there are no attack dice on the board, it will deal 3 damage to all enemies. Since I like to prioritize block over attack, so even if I draw all block dice, I can still do some chip damage. The Miner Hat, any leftover shield will be converted to +1 might, making my attack dice stronger. Heroic Backpack, you can hold more dice, and most importantly, you can draw +1 more dice. And finally, the Origami Frog, dice left over at the end of your turn will no longer be discarded, and again, you can draw +1 dice. Thanks for watching, and good luck with Die in the Dungeon.